Whoa! Oh my God, I almost took my head off. Uh-oh. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. ICRC83 here. And today I want to do a special comparison. So over on the left, we have the Arrma Mini Kraton. This is a 1/16th scale, 4-wheel drive, 3S capable basher. And on the right, we have the Arrma Quake. This is a 1/10th scale version. They do make a Mini Quake, but it's brushed. And so I don't want to do that comparison. I don't have it either. So it's a little bit unfair in the size category, but that's all right. This is a 1/10th scale 2-wheel drive, also 3S capable truck. I've been doing quite a few unlikely comparisons recently. This is another one, but the reason is because we got that skate park over there, which unfortunately a family decided to play on right when I got here, but we'll wait a little bit. But these two trucks specifically are good for skate park action. And there's a couple reasons for that. One is that compared to a lot of other trucks, these two are very lightweight. It'll also be interesting to see a comparison of 2-wheel drive versus 4-wheel drive and how they handle on a skate park. Typically, I do like the idea of a 2-wheel drive on a skate park, really less to brake on the front of it. Whereas 4-wheel drive's a little more, you know, you can break a drive shaft and you've got a diff in the front. They're also both really tough, and this Quake has probably been the toughest truck I've ever owned. I have beat and bashed this thing so hard, and I've really done nothing to it. It's amazing in that way. There's only a little bit of a broken piece here on the end that I do have a replacement part for, but I haven't put it on yet. I just recently picked up this Mini Kraton and haven't done much to this, but I have done a little bit since I first ran it at the skate park. I did take off the motor fan, and that's because after that first run the fan broke, and I also noticed that this motor was getting really hot, so I'm gonna have to watch that. I'll bring out my thermometer and hopefully be able to stop that before it melts. I think that may be partly because this body is so tightly enclosed that there's not a lot of air circulation there, so I'm gonna need to get a better fan for this, a mini size fan, and hopefully that'll solve that problem. The shocks are a constant issue. Many people have complained about that. So I got some Traxxas E-clips. Shout out to Mike from Canadian RC for that little tip. So I rebuilt all 4 shocks, put in heavier shock weight, and they had those stronger E-clips in them. And I can definitely tell a difference, especially from that weight. So hopefully that'll keep them a little more durable and they won't blow out so easily. Oh, I also turned up the punch to the max setting on this. So this should be good to go. So without further ado, let's get out there. The people have left and it's go time. So I just recently learned about this skate park and I've only been to it once. As you can see by that giant wall, that is definitely something I'm intrigued by. You guys knew I'd be back. Let's start out with the Quake. Now these big tires really already feel super cushy. The suspension on this is insanely plush, more than a usual truck. Does a flip with ease. Whoa. It was a little wild. Oh, I didn't mean to go that way. So you can backflip easily with this, but you can't bring the nose down very easily. See? I tried to bring the nose down and I couldn't. That's cool. Oh, that little lip wasn't there. That would have been cool. Not done with it yet, but let's get a feel for the Mini Kraton and see how that compares. So So lightweight feeling on this. Blunk. Wow, it likes to jump. So despite that heavier shock weight, this still slams on its chassis. You know what, I'm gonna raise these. It's definitely more nimble, which makes sense, so lightweight. Look at that. Yeah, so, didn't do it right, but you can much more easily control the forward and backward movement on this compared to the two-wheel drive, which makes sense. Oh, the steering's a little jacked. Hopefully that servo doesn't go kaput. So fun. You can see how you can really get into this and start going faster and faster and launch them. So now let's get into some bigger air. Start there. Whoa! Oh my God, I almost took my head off. It kind of turned at the last second there. Nice. So they both went super high. The two-wheel drive being a little more squirrely because of that, less traction. And do a big send off of that giant wall. Down you go. Quake is warming up for the send to the moon. Oh, last second I pulled it off. That was a very hard slam on that. I wonder if I should have used, let me use the center one. Over the wall! All right, so that center one actually kicks it a little forward. Now let's see how the Mini K does. Oh, just a hard hit. So this wall just goes too straight up. All right, Mini K is still alive despite a brutal slam into a concrete wall. So that says something about the durability. Now we're gonna go up the middle one. Oh, landed on its wheels. That was cool. Gonna try to shoot it over the wall again. Look at this wheelie king. All right, guys, now let's just do a kind of free-for-all session with each. Look how fun this is. Hope you guys can see this on camera, how fun it is. Watch. Bouncy bounce. Nice. Oh no. Shot the batteries out of the remote. Landed on it. Just gotta try this again here. Yeah. Oh. Nice. Kind of hard to know where to hit it. Uh-oh. Oh, no. What did it hit? That had to break it. I think it clipped this. Did that not break? Insane. If this isn't a durability test, I don't know what is. And that motor is only at 112. Oh no, the shock. The shock eye. Looks like the shock eye and the spring and the collar. Dang. I had just finished rebuilding these shocks too. It only pulled out, but it probably stripped the shock eye threading. All right, well, no luck, but I still gotta send it. Oh. Oh, kind of hard on the landing when you only have 3 shocks. Sorry, buddy. Look at the 3-wheel motion. I'm gonna puncture a tire if I keep this up. Oh, the shock blew out on this side too. Wow, the whole shaft came out. That is a weak point on the truck. But I'm not surprised that other one blew out. That was a hard hit. Okay, not bad. 115, 120, not bad. So guys, takeaways. This is clearly the durability king. It's had no upgrades, no maintenance. These poor shocks are probably shot, but they're not broken. This, on the other hand, broke both rear shocks, and I wouldn't say it bashed any harder. The Mini Kraton is a little more controllable, whereas the Quake is a little more goofy and fun. If you were a beginner, I would definitely go for the Quake, even though it's 2-wheel drive. But both of these trucks are good for a spot like this. Once you get into the heavier trucks, you really need a lot of skill and a lot of finesse to land right, so that you can land on the downslope, or you can land on all 4s at least if you're going to flat land. Because if you're crashing, those are going to break really quick with how heavy they are. These, on the other hand, are so light that has a little less likelihood of that. Still possible, as you can see though. Both of these trucks are under 350 bucks, so they are on the lower end of a hobby grade RC. Check out the affiliate link in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Lots of comparison videos on this channel, so you won't be disappointed. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.